Hi there, it's Carrie from Stamp with CT. Trying to get things situated, and it looks like I'm getting kind of a wonky view. Sorry about that. Try to get things adjusted and not make you too dizzy. I think I may be just a tiny bit late. Sorry about that. It feels like Facebook changes things sometimes. Kind of throws me off. But I made it. So hope you made it too. So this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Texas. And I love coming to craft with you on a live video once a week. One of my main purposes in Stampin' Up! Is to create pretty things for myself, but also share with others. I just love inspiring other people. That's what I really hope to do, to inspire you to pull out these supplies or something else that you have in your stash, or learn something new, just something to inspire you in your creativity. So I appreciate you being here, whether you are watching live or on the replay. As you come in, I love it when you hit the heart button or the thumbs up. We joke about even the angry face helps get me some traction in the algorithm through Facebook, and then I also upload this to YouTube as well. So feel free to hit that subscribe button over in YouTube. But I'm super glad to have you here. All right, looks like I've got some friends joined. It's looking like something is different about the view, but we're just going to go with it. It's all about the crafting, right? We're not going to stress, or I'm not going to stress. So I do have a fun project for you today, and I'm pulling back in the Gathering Together Designer Series paper, and then a couple of other things, just more random things from my crafting stash. You guys, if you know me at all, you know I love the stylish shapes dies. I craft most days, and I almost always pull these dies out. I just love them so much. And I went to look in the online store, and these are $30. And it's probably the best $30 I've spent as far as crafting supplies. They're such a versatile die set to have the banners, the squares, and the circles that layer together, and then, which is what we're going to do today with some circles. But then, you know, they're just versatile. They're nice shapes to have in your die collection. So we use these a lot, and I'm pulling them in today. And then this Loveliest Trees stamp set. I have had this in March. It'll be 2 years since I purchased this stamp set, and I have not shown it as much love as I should. It's a really pretty set. And it has some very versatile, all-occasion sentiments. The font is really pretty. So I needed a thank you, and I thought this was a very pretty one. And then I ended up using the congratulations in this set for bingo tags. We're playing bingo this Saturday. So if you have not taken a look at this set, it is in the annual catalog. It's in the online store, of course. There's dies that coordinate with it. But I'm just pulling it in for the sentiment. And then let's review this gorgeous paper. We've done a couple of reels using this paper. I'm starting to run low. That's all I have of that sheet. Got the B side here, which is absolutely lovely fall colors and prints. And then we have the other side that has absolutely stunning floral images, leaves. It's got the gold foiling on the paper. So just so very pretty and so much fun to work with, especially this time of year with all the fall colors that are included in the paper. So I have a very easy little layout that we're going to do today, and I don't have a sample prepared, but I've got this all planned out. I actually got this card all designed a couple of days ago, And the only thing that I didn't have was an embellishment, and so I was struggling to figure out what I wanted to use as an embellishment, but I think we figured it out. So I'm starting with an early espresso card base that's 11 by 4 1/4, and I've scored it at 5 1/2. And I did notice that I didn't do the greatest job at scoring it at 5 1/2, so I had to zhuzh it just a little bit. So if you find that happen, that it doesn't line up exactly, you can work with it and use your bone folder and get that crease down where you want it. I'm telling you, this is going to be an easy one, but I think it's going to turn out super cute. Hope so anyway. Now I have a little scrap of designer series paper in that kind of checked pattern here. And I worked at the clinic this morning, so I don't know that I have all my supplies out, but I've got a little cart right beside me, so I may have to grab a couple things out of my cart as we create. Time just got away from me once I came home after lunch. Has that ever happened to you? Like you look up and an hour has gone by and you're not really quite sure how? I know I'm not the only one, right? But I have been busy since I came home. If you are part of our community Facebook group called CT's Craft and Connect, you will see that that's a little bit long, isn't it? Let me trim that just a tiny bit. Let me go ahead and do that. So anyway, in our community Facebook group called CT's Craft and Connect, I have a post about an ornament exchange that we host. And this is the 6th year that we have hosted this ornament exchange. And it's handmade Christmas ornaments. It does not have to do anything with Stampin' Up. It does not have to do anything with paper crafting. We have done this, like I said, this will be the 6th year. We have had people quilt ornaments. We have had people make them out of buttons, metal, wood, paper, fabric, felt, ceramic. Anything that you want to make, you can make for this ornament exchange. And it's really a lot of fun. But I need to know right away if you want to be involved in this, because they are due the Monday before Thanksgiving. So I like to give people 2-3 weeks to work on their ornaments once they know how many we need. And it's gonna probably be about 20-ish. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't have my final number just yet. But if you want to be part of that, go to CT's Craft and Connect. I will admit you into the group so that you can join. And that is also where we post our monthly online class. And I have some albums there with inspiration for you. I'm going to be posting an album there with products from the Traditions of Christmas suite. Does not look super straight. Let me work on that. So if it's not cut straight, that's the problem, but we're going to go with it because it'll be okay. I can kind of cover that up a little bit. Let me grab something so that I can see how straight I am. This is a piece of grid paper from back when we had a Stamparatus grid paper, and one of my friends laminated it. Isn't that a great idea? So I use that sometimes just to kind of make sure things are straight. The design is kind of fooling my eye, I think. We'll see. Let me do one more thing to make sure I'm straight. Because it looks way off, but I don't really think that it is. Maybe a bit. Hold, please. I think it's going to be okay. And I think my paper's slightly crooked when I cut it, but we're going to go with it. It's not perfect, it's handmade. I just said that this weekend at class. Okay, so we're gonna layer this piece because we're using a lot of designer series paper layers for this card. I've really been doing that a lot with this fall paper. I just love the way you can stamp on the designer series paper as well. So this piece is 5 by 3 3/4 that we're adding to our early espresso card base. And what's fun about that is I get a little bit bigger border of the early espresso. I can get it straightened up here. Turn it all around. I think my glue is drying, but I think I'm okay. Yeah, that's bothering me. That's not looking like I want it to. It's my paper. I've cut it crooked. But now I've got glue on it. So we're gonna make it work. It'll be okay. I don't think I have that squared up good either. Well, this is real life crafting, y'all. Fortunately, you don't have to be perfect when you're paper crafting, or I would not be able to be involved in this craft and hobby. But I mean, you want it to look nice, so we'll keep working at it. Good thing about that liquid glue is it gives me time to adjust a little bit. I don't know why I'm struggling so much, but I am. Okay. We're going to fix the boo-boo here in a minute because I have a piece that's going to go right there, and I think it's going to kind of camouflage that that's not cut super straight. Of course, I could come in with a brand new piece, and maybe that's what I should have done. But for the purpose of the video, we're just going to go with it. It's going to be okay. And then I'm going to mat this up. And again, I just use those stylish shaped circles to cut a piece of designer series paper out. And then the backing is also a piece of designer series paper. Could have used just some early espresso cardstock, but this gives it just a little bit more of a pattern to it. Alrighty, let me find some dimensionals. Believe it or not, I didn't have any out. This looks like a brand new sheet of dimensionals too. So y'all tell me if you are really good about keeping your dimensionals straight when you pull them off, or do you just go for it and pluck them out of the middle? I have a friend who, she is really good about keeping everything neat and straight and orderly, and I still love her, but that's not the way I roll. How about you? And you will probably, if you've crafted with us much at all or played bingo with us, you're going to know who I'm talking about. But I'm not going to call her out. Alrighty. Let's get these backings off. We'll use the Take Your Pick tool. Dale's always so good to use the Take Your Pick tool, and I forget to, but I have it here. So we'll go ahead and do that. And looks like I got one more to pull off of there. And here's our little focal image, and it's going to go up here where I've got the boo-boo, where I could really cut the DSP wrong, but we're going to pretend like I did that on purpose. Right? Right. It's okay. And then I have a little piece of DSP over here somewhere, if I can find it. And my stamp. That says thank you in the beautiful font. We'll ink that up. A little bit crooked. Let's try again at this end. See if I do any better. when I was working with this the other day, I think my label may be on crooked just a tiny bit on this stamp. That happens. I think that one's better. We'll probably go with it. And while you could take your snips to cut this off, I think I'm going to use my paper trimmer. Hopefully I didn't get it too tight. It's a little more crooked than I thought it was. Oh, maybe no, it's a little more crooked than I thought it was, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm going to take just a tiny bit, maybe a 1/16 of an inch off of this end as well. Okay. And this little sentiment I'm going to put right down in here. And I think we'll just glue this down. I could pop it up, but I think we'll just glue it down. I'm actually going to turn it upside down so I can get my placement a little bit better. This way. Yeah, when you cut a plaid paper crooked, boy, it really stands out, doesn't it? Like I said, it's okay. So we've got our thank you. Isn't that pretty? And then I have a little bow already tied. And I used 2 strands. Actually, I may save this one and do another one with you, because I think we'll make a reel with this layout. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and double this up, have 2 strands of this twine. Now this comes from the Modern Christmas Suite, which is an online exclusive, but I've really enjoyed using the white with gold thread, and then there's also a black with gold thread in that package. I like using the black with the paper that comes with that, but I've really enjoyed using the white with gold with these fall products. I think it looks really good. Now I've got my little double bow there, and you can just zhuzh it a little bit. I just love the look of twine and thread when it has the double bow, and it's so easy to do that. But because it's a little bit skinnier, I will take my nail and kind of roll my glue dot and then pick it up to put that on my project. And I'm going to decide where to put this. I think right up here. Then I've got my little double bow. Cute. And I did go ahead and pull out the Starburst embellishments. And there's some yellow ones in there. And that's what I think we're going to use for our embellishment. And I might bring in a couple. As in like 5. We'll see. We'll see once I start putting them on there. Let me hold it up where I can tell better where I want to put them. I generally put an odd number of embellishments. Just I feel like that's really pleasing to the eye. That's what I was always taught, to put an odd number of embellishments on your project. So there we go. That is our card for today with that inside panel. And of course you could take a little strip and add it to the envelope as well. It's a little bit wonky, but I'm okay with that. We just went with it. But I love the paper and being able to feature the paper as the focal image as well. That's just so fun to me. So let me know what you think. And again, we will probably make a reel with the same layout with some different paper from that same pack, so you can get even more ideas of how pretty this paper is when you put it to use. I had somebody leave a comment. It's been probably about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, and Dale and I just chuckled because the person said, how can you glue down that beautiful paper? I don't even cut my paper because I want to save it. And so if that's how you feel, I totally understand that. I love paper. It probably is my favorite product that we carry, designer series paper, the beautiful patterns and colors and everything. But you gotta cut it. You just gotta cut into it and use it, because I promise you there is more pretty paper coming down the pike. We will have more pretty paper, and you want to cut it and use it. Create memories with friends as you're making projects with it, and send those cards out that you make, or use it for scrapbook layouts, memory keeping. Put that pattern paper to work, and I think you'll be happy that you did. Now, I'm going to bring in a card that I got as Happy Mail. Cheryl gave me this birthday card, and it is really, really pretty. But what I find interesting is there's some similarities with the circles, with the strip sentiment to the card that I made for today. So I'd actually prepped this a couple days ago. Cheryl gave me this card yesterday. This is a layout too that is straightforward but makes such a striking card. And here she used that perennial lavender designer series paper. So pretty, y'all. I just love this paper. But anyway, it's a little bit similar to what I had for you, and I love this card. So thank you, Cheryl. I really appreciate that. Okay, a couple of reminders before I let you go. It was quick today, wasn't it? We have free shipping going on with orders of $75 or more with Stampin' Up. That starts today, the 22nd of October, and it goes through Friday, which is the 24th. Let's see. Do not forget that we have that amazing Advent calendar. And as far as I know, it's still available. I haven't been on the website today, but yesterday or the day before when I was on there, it was still available. So that's a really cool product. Something different, something new that Stampin' Up! Has brought out. And let's see, what else? We have an amazing joining special going on for the starter kit. You have two options. You can pay $35 and pick out $125 worth of product, or if you have a little bit bigger budget, you can pay $99 and pick out $189 worth of product. So before I came on, I looked, and our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine is $140. The stylish shapes dies are $30, so you could actually even still get something else if by chance you wanted to put a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and an amazing set of dies in your starter kit. We have had 3 or 4 people join the team now, and I think the $35 starter kit is what the vast majority of people are doing, where you pick $125 worth of product. Totally up to you. It's just such a fabulous deal. I do not want you to miss out. If you take advantage of that, there's no obligation to continue and stay active. But as I told one of the new demonstrators when I talked with her yesterday, you are allowed a full quarter before you need to meet your quarterly minimum. So new demonstrators that are joining in October, which is while the starter kit promotion is going on, you actually will remain a demonstrator until the end of April, which is super cool because you will even get to see the new mini catalog early and be able to purchase from it if you want to, and the new annual catalog that will come out in May. You'll get a chance to see that early as well. So one of my favorite perks about being a demonstrator is getting product early, getting those sneak peeks. There's just something about being the first to see something. So definitely let me know if you have any questions, and I think that's it for today. I know there's lots of other stuff going on, but that free shipping, I love it when we get to save 11% because that's what shipping costs. And so getting to save that and put that toward product instead, that's awesome. So let me know if I can help you in any way. If you do want to shop today, tomorrow, or Friday, you can go to stampwithct.stampinup.net and place your order there. Thanks, y'all. Appreciate you being with me. Bye. Oh, one more thing. There will not be a Facebook Live as far as crafting next week. Dale and I are going out of town. Now, our plan is to do a quick Facebook Live and let you know what activity we're doing that day. We already know what we'll be doing, and we're super excited about it. So I will post and let you know what time we'll be live. That's the plan. We may just have to go with the flow and see how things work, but that is the plan. But no crafting next week, but we hope to see you just briefly for a little check-in. But we're going for a little getaway, and we're really looking forward to this, and then we'll be back that following week, and we'll do our Wednesday Facebook Live. Thanks a bunch, y'all.